floor for the Celtics. Crowd trying to rattle them. And it's 1 of 2. It's a 4-point game. Celtics still have a foul to give. Both teams still with multiple timeouts. Bryant, foul by Pierce. There's the foul to give. And they're going to call it on the floor, so the Lakers will inbound.
To me, the decision for the Celtics is Kobe Bryant is going to be in the middle of the floor. He's going to attack the basket. Who do you help off of? And I would still help off Radmanovich. He's just come back in the game. I'm not allowing Kobe Bryant to go to the rim without help.
He did it at the end of game 3 with a couple of big buckets with Ray Allen the only man on him. Bryant against Pierce. Drives in. There's Garnett. Bryant puts it in. Top shot. And it's a 2-point game. 17 for Kobe Bryant. 10 of them here in the 4th quarter.
You got to post Garnett here, Mark.
Posey. He's had a big game. Ray Allen kicks it out. Posey for 3. Downtown, and it's a 5-point Celtic lead. 18 points for Posey off the bench. Bryant takes a 3. Drives again on Pierce. Back out. Fisher knocks it down. A 2-pointer. His foot was on the line.
And that's a critical mistake by Fisher. Space the floor properly. You're going to shoot it from that distance. Make it be a 3.
92-89. 3-point game, under a minute to go. And Pierce able to draw the foul on Bryant. Not a lot of contact, but he played it up nicely, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bryant didn't like the call. His 4th personal. There's a bump, and he sold it very well.
Well, he did sell it. I mean, he's not the first guy to sell a foul like that. Bottom line, though, the Celtics have made every crucial play offensively. They've taken care of the basketball and gotten high percentage looks.
And a timeout called. Doc Rivers wants a full timeout with 46.8 seconds remaining. His team trailed by 24 in the first half. Celtics trailed by 20 with under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They'll come back and now lead it by 3 with free throws coming up 92-89. And you look at the score, guys, 89 points right now. That's after they had 58 at halftime. What a tremendous defensive performance.
Well, it's one of the best in a half in finals history. This has been a stellar defensive effort. And this lineup, though, right now, where Radmanovich is spreading the floor, is going to give the Celtics trouble.
But give Doc Rivers credit. At halftime, he said, guys, it's not about our offense. We've done it all season long defensively. Those guys listened to the message and found a way to get it done. Getting stops and then offensively getting good looks.
And let's take a look at right now. Verizon Wireless game track. Kobe Bryant has not shot well, but he didn't need the help early. His teammates were terrific. He had 9 assists. And after the big lead, it started to turn in the 3rd quarter. Once again, the 3rd quarter belonged to the Celtics as they cut it to 2 heading into the 4th. And finally got their first lead of the game in that 4th quarter after trailing by as many as 24. And how about the play of James Posey? Ray Allen and the big 3 have been excellent. But Posey with 18 points. He's one of 2 Celtics who already have a championship. He was part of the Heat's title team back in 2006. Sam Cassell's the other. But again, another role player steps up with a huge game.
What I love about it, he's a battle-tested guy on both ends of the floor, not afraid to take shots, and then a lockdown defender. Has stepped up since Perkins left the ball.
Pierce now to the line, and we say it all the time. How often do games of such magnitude come down to knocking down your free throws? The Celtics can get their free throws. They'll give themselves that needed breathing room. Here's Conley sinks that one.
Well, we saw Shane Batty of the Houston Rockets defend Kobe Bryant as well as we've ever seen anybody. I think Paul Pierce tonight has matched it and raised.
Kobe Bryant 6 of 19. Pierce has performed admirably at both ends of the floor in the playoffs. 2 clutch free throws there. 5-point game with 46.8 remaining.
Now it's critical you do not give up a three-point shot or a three-point play.
Bryant to Gasol. That was quick. 94-91. One possession game. Garnett, trouble getting it in. Gets it to Ray Allen. Lakers do not need to foul yet. Vujicic, heavy pressure. Taking as much time off the clock. Here comes the double team. Allen, he wants to go to the line. You can tell he wants the ball in his hands. Allen on the drive. Banks it in. And it's a 5-point game with 16.4.
But this is a critical mistake. They inbounded. They took the timeout. So now they can't advance the ball unless they take another timeout.
So a timeout called after Ray Allen with a huge move to the basket. Let's take a look at Allen.
Well, waves off the screen by Kevin Garnett. Says, I want to play one-on-one with Vujicic. It's time to dance. This is for all the marbles. Clears the floor, and then the blow-by and finishes with the left hand.
Ray Allen has played the entire game. Hasn't sat for a second. 19 points and 9 rebounds. As Allen, Pierce, and Garnett all playing in their first NBA Finals. See, they've got such a golden opportunity right now to go up 3-1 in these NBA Finals. And you see the look on Kobe Bryant's face. All right, 15.7 seconds remaining, Jeff. Down by 5. They've got to shoot 3.
Well, I'm going to take another timeout to advance the ball up the court so I can get into the front court. Then I'm getting the ball to Kobe Bryant in the middle of the floor and have him drive the ball to the rim. And then if something good happens and they give help, kick it out for the 3. If not, right at the basket as quick as possible.
And watching Paul Pierce defend Kobe Bryant the last couple of plays, he's allowed him to get to the three-point line where he could lift. Paul Pierce, what you want to do is meet him above it and force him to drive, and he presses across.
And the Lakers have seen a 24-point lead disappear. Sasha Vujicic so emotional on the court, and obviously during that timeout. And as the Lakers right now, desperate, down by 5 with 15.7 remaining. And Jeff, as you said, Phil Jackson will use another timeout to advance the ball. And again, the rule is if you advance the ball after gaining a defensive rebound and then call timeout, you're inbounding the ball from that spot where you call the timeout. But if you get the defensive rebound and immediately call time, you can advance the ball to the front court.
And that's the mistake, because now the Lakers only have one timeout left. So if they want to play this, take it to the basket and then a foul game, you can only advance the ball one more time.
The Celtics have outscored the Lakers over the last quarter and a half, 46-21.
And if I'm the Celtics, I'm switching out and trying to deny Bryant. I want the ball to go into anybody but Bryant.
And you don't want to help off a three-point shooter for yourself.
Radmanovic, watch for the inbound guy to get it right back. Radmanovic, a good three-point shooter, out to Vujicic. Vujicic, that's a two-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Gasol, back out. Vujicic to Bryant. Steps back, that's a 2. Short, no good. Rebound. Vujicic knocked out of bounds. Saved it, but right to Garnett. And House is fouled with 3.6 remaining. And the Celtics are going to take a 3-1 lead in these finals. What an amazing turnaround here in Game 4. And the crowd starting to head for the exits. They are stunned at this comeback by the Celtics.
Good defense by the Celtics. Paul Pierce handing off Kobe Bryant to Garnett. He denies him the basketball, and then once he catches it off the missed shot, forces him into a tough one. That's just solid defense by the Celtics. And you can't say enough about the job that Eddie House has done off the bench, substituting for Ron.
11 points for House off the bench. Hosey with 18 off the bench. And Paul Pierce starting to celebrate as his team will go up 3-1. And as we mentioned, no team in NBA Finals history has ever come back from being down 3-1 to win the championship. And this crowd so disappointed in a game that started great for LA. The Celtics turn in one of the great comebacks in NBA playoff history. Down 24 in the second quarter, down 20 in the third, they come back and win game 4. Just a tremendous performance on the road. Pierce, again, grew up a Laker fan. Such an emotional return for him. As the Lakers go back to their locker room, obviously so disappointed. Let's send it to Michelle.
Paul, one of the most remarkable comebacks in NBA Finals history. How do you explain, after being down 21 in the first and 24, how you guys did this?
Right there, baby. We sucked it up. You know, we came with it. We said we wasn't going to back down. You know what I said coming in the third quarter? I said, don't look at the score, fellas. You know, we just got to go out there and compete and don't look at the score and see what happens at the end of the day. I was part of the fourth quarter comeback in 2002, one of the greatest comebacks in NBA history, so I know what it is to dig deep inside and go out there and get a win, and we was able to do it tonight.
You had so much great help from your teammates.